Let's see what 2025 has in store for you in your personal life, your career, and your love life. I have 3 groups, each differentiated with a crystal, so take your time choosing which one resonates with you. And I'll have timestamps for each group as well. Group 1, this year you are finding and connecting with your truest self. You are releasing anything that doesn't serve you. Anything that is no longer true to you is falling away. And all that's going to be left is everything that is aligned with you. Like, you are going to feel so at peace. Like, when you picture embodying your higher self, that's exactly what you're going to be doing. You're going to be living your most aligned life yet. And your crystal is green aventurine, so abundance is going to be big for you this year. And even though you're going to be releasing a lot, which can sometimes feel a little lonely, you are not going to feel alone because Spirit is cheering you on. Spirit is with you. You are going to feel your angels with you. You are going to be so supported. Make sure to allow yourself to be supported as well. Allow the divine to guide you. Allow your friends and family, whoever your loved ones are, to support you. This is a big journey you're going on, but it's going to be worth every step. And when you release whatever hasn't been serving you, whatever it's been just time to let go of, everything you've been waiting on is rushing into your life. You aren't going to have to chase it. It's coming towards you. Whatever you're releasing, it's like your light can finally shine through. And that light is like a beacon to everything you've been manifesting, a signal that it's time to come in. This year, you are creating your dream life. And again, you're not doing it alone. You are doing this with Spirit. Like, Spirit has your back. You are co-creating this. So get very clear on what your dream life is. Picture the entire puzzle. And you are meant to dream big this year. You are creating your dream life. You are embodying your dream self. And though this can be isolating at times as you go through these changes, just know that you are not alone. Your angels want to help you every step of the way. For your career, you're ready for a change. You've been sitting on something and you haven't made a decision about it yet. Or if you've been ignoring this feeling, it is time to sit and reflect about where you're at and what you want. Really coming back to that big picture. Because what you want is more than what you're currently experiencing. But you probably also know that in order to have what you want, you are going to have to take big action. You might be a little bit scared because you like the feeling of stability, of knowing that you're on a stable foundation. And for you to make this change, you don't know what will happen. You have an idea of what you would like to happen, but you don't actually know what will happen. And that might be just scary enough to make you not take action. But in making this change, you don't have to rush in making this change. You can still make sure that you have a stable foundation as you make this transition. Find ways to create a little bit of cushion, so if you have a rough landing, you just dust yourself off and get up. Know that whatever this change is, it is going to be so incredibly fulfilling to you. Like, your heart is going to literally be overflowing. And again, this is going to be a big change. This is going to shake things up. But that action is leading you to success, victory, public recognition. Other people are going to see what you are doing and be impressed. Trust your intuition because you know deep in your heart what you are meant to do. You feel guided towards something more in your career. Maybe you want a promotion, maybe you want to do a new project, maybe you want to go back to school, maybe you want an entirely new job. This is something that you feel in your soul you are meant to do, and that's because you are very aligned with your soul right now. And know that if you pursue this, you are going to have a solid start. It might be small, but it is going to be solid and it can grow into so much more. Because again, you're going to be successful. Spirit wants you to remember your why. What fuels you in your career? What do you want in your career? What is your purpose? Whatever it is that you want to do, it's probably something that you've always wanted to do. Maybe you even forgot it for a little bit. You kind of put it to the back of your mind because it felt too much like a dream. But whatever this is for you. And again, once you make these decisions, you set these intentions, you release whatever you've been holding on to, you are making the space for all these things to fall into place. So while you may be pursuing something in your career, something is coming to you as well. You might find that someone reaches out to you with a job offer or some sort of opportunity for you. Either you're going to be reaching out to someone to have an important conversation, or someone is going to be reaching out to you with an opportunity. And I feel like something is just going to come to you. It's kind of like it just landed in your hands. Actually, yeah, I mean, that's what's going to happen. When you take one step, Spirit is taking 10 for you, and things are going to be coming straight to you. So again, don't let any turbulence hold you back or stop you. Because if you can see this through, you will be finding success, stability, and incredible fulfillment. This is the year that you take the lead in your career. You have complete agency over what you want to do, who you want to be, the life you want to experience. And when it comes to your love life in 2025, this is going to be a very happy year for you and your partner. Either you're already in a relationship and things are getting better, or if you're not, you are coming together with someone who makes you smile, who makes you laugh. It's like you're two kids together. You bring out such a playful side of each other, and this love is going to feel so light, so happy, so free, so just like silly. But that's not to say it's not going to be serious at the same time, because it is going to be serious. This is going to be a committed love. This is a committed, playful, light-hearted love. This is someone who feels like your best friend and your soulmate in one. And that's exactly what you are. You balance each other out completely. You are like the sun and the stars. You are like day and night, yin yang. Like, this is just such a balanced love. And with love endures, like, this is a love that's going the distance. This is a lasting love. This is the kind of love that turns into marriage. And no matter how much time goes on, you still are giddy together. It's like you like giggle together. And this is just an amazing love. So overall this year, you are embodying your higher self. You are living your dream life. You are creating your dream life. You are manifesting all the puzzle pieces into place. And you are going to have to walk away from some things in your career, but know that greater fulfillment awaits you. Trust your intuition when it comes to your career. And when the time comes that you're ready for a change, if you're not ready right now, you will know when to do it. And when it comes to love, this is going to be a very happy year for you in love. Very playful, fun, committed, and balanced. So you've got a great year ahead. Group 2, you have a very transformative year ahead. This year you are choosing your own path. Maybe in the past you've listened to other people over yourself. You don't really trust your own advice and you'd rather just take theirs and follow theirs. And maybe it was good advice, but the problem was that you haven't been trusting yourself, but you are ready to go your own way. You are surrendering this version of you that lived for other people, and maybe even people pleasing. And maybe you've even thought my path has to unfold this certain way in order for things to happen for me. And if I don't go down this path, then whatever I want is gonna happen because that's how other people did it, so that's how I have to do it too. But your soul is like, no, we're doing our own thing. Your soul is just done following what other people tell you to do. Sometimes they have good advice and you should follow it. But if you've been trying to just fit in or do what you should do on paper, this is the year that you change all of that. With that said, you may already have an idea of what veering off your current path looks like, but it isn't quite time for you to make any big jumps yet. Start the year off making plans for yourself. You might even be researching or learning about topics that interest you, like something related to what you want to do or how you want to feel, learning more about that subject. And that knowledge is preparing you for what lies ahead. Like maybe you feel guided to read a self-help book or listen to a podcast, or you're into law of attraction, law of assumption, like something like that. Follow that urge because there is something in that knowledge that is guiding you forward. And when the door is open, you will feel it. You will be ready. And I feel like maps are going to be a sign for you this year. You are creating your own map. You aren't following anyone else's. You have drawn the map yourself. In fact, that's probably how you should be starting off this year. Create a map for yourself of how you want to proceed and then follow it because the way forward is open. You just have to take the first step. This year is your year and you are living for yourself. And when it comes to your career, this is definitely your year. You are going to be manifesting major abundance, major stability. You are creating a life for yourself. You are creating the foundation you're standing on. You are creating the roof you're standing under. Like you are creating everything you've wanted. And you are going to be immersed in it. You may have a growing interest in manifestation. And if that's the case, follow that urge because you are a powerful manifester. Like when you set an intention, it happens. And you are telling the universe what you want this year and it is all happening. You already did the groundwork. You have already done so much for yourself and now it's all paying off this year. This year, you're seeing the results of all the hard work you put in. You may be juggling a lot, so definitely make sure to find time for work and play. Don't neglect one or the other. And there may be something to do with partnership in your career as well. Maybe you're going to be working with someone on something. Maybe you're going to have a new work partner. Maybe this is just the people in your life really supporting you. You are going to have other people helping you in your career. You may have felt alone before, and you aren't meant to feel alone. And you're meant to connect with others. When it comes to your career, don't do everything alone. But at the same time, if you do have any periods where you're like, I'm feeling a little alone right now, like, is there really a light at the end of the tunnel? There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Like the wheel is turning in your career. There is major movement happening here and you're going to be flourishing. You are creating something amazing. Like you are going to be on top of it in your career and very successful. You are building something amazing for yourself. And maybe this is completing a project you've been working on. Maybe you're in school and you're having amazing grades. Like Maybe this is the year you work on your thesis in grad school. This year is a culmination of all your hard work, and you are going to see the results. You are on the right track. Anxiety might cloud your vision at times, especially because you might have a lot going on. But when this happens, try to slow down, to catch your breath, to literally take a minute to reset, and just remind yourself that you are where you are meant to be. Everything is aligning for you. Like, you are on the right path. You are on a path that is incredibly fulfilling for you. And you are going to feel so grateful that you stuck with whatever it is you're doing or whatever it is you're going to do, because it is going to pay off. Also, your crystal is rose quartz. So this is a big year of love in general, like self-love, romantic love, platonic love. You are creating love in your life, and you are going to love your life. I feel like you're very hardworking, and this is also a reminder, make sure to take care of yourself. Sometimes you need to slow down and give yourself some self-care. Like, even just getting snacks and watching a movie or something where you're not doing any work, you're not even thinking about work, you're just sitting on the couch, just relaxing and enjoying. Make sure to get in time for yourself. And when it comes to your love life, this is again a very transformative year. There's a lot of change happening in your love life. And this card says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you'll be surprised where it leads. You may feel change on the horizon, and that may be scaring you, so you may be holding on to how things are in your love life very tightly. You don't want things to change. Even if they are not serving you, even if something doesn't feel right, you don't want things to change. But at the same time, that change feels inevitable. And don't get mad at me for saying this, but you might even find that you are ready for a change in your love life. Like, maybe you decide, if you're in a relationship, you might decide it's not fulfilling you, or how things are in your relationship is not fulfilling you, and something has to change in order for this to work. If you've been holding on to someone from the past, you may decide that you want to let that go. If you've been holding on to past hurts, you may be ready to let that go. This could even be that you're just ready to let go of certain patterns in your love life. Maybe you don't like to go with the flow, and this may be the year that you're kind of forced to go with the flow, because things are not going to be in your control. And even if you want to control them, you just can't, because whatever's happening has a mind of its own. But this isn't a bad thing. Like this card says, you'll be surprised where it leads you. Though there may be some big changes, again, you'll be surprised where this leads you, and it's going to be good. This is a big year of you reconnecting to your power and having control over your emotions. Like, I feel like other people have been able to dictate how you feel. Whether this is romantic love, whether this is just people in your life, like, other people have had a direct effect on how you feel. And maybe you felt like you can't feel the way you truly want to feel. Maybe that people make you feel like you shouldn't feel a certain way. Maybe you feel invalidated, or like certain emotions you have are just kind of silly. Maybe you don't like to get overly emotional. But this year, you are connecting to your power, you are connecting to your emotions, and you are embracing all of your emotions and yourself. You are not letting anyone dictate how you feel. You are choosing who you love, how you want to love, and what you want love to look like in general in your life. And you have a lot of emotions. Embrace these. Don't run from them. Don't invalidate them. They have something to show you. You are realizing how much potential you have in every area of your life, including love. And maybe you've kept yourself in a box thinking what you've experienced in love is all that you will experience in love, but there is so much more for you. And the more you focus on the love that you desire, the more that is growing in your life. Because you can either focus on the things that have gone wrong and the things that you don't want to happen, or you can focus on what you do want to happen and what you want to create in your life. And you always have a choice of where you want your focus to go. And I think that's another thing. Maybe you haven't always had a choice of where you want your focus to go. This year you do. You are choosing, and the power lies in your hands. And maybe that's a lot of pressure on you because you have to choose for yourself. But that's what you're doing this year. You are choosing for yourself. No one else is making choices for you in any area of your life, including in love. And you are going to be in a spiritual connection with someone. Like, if this person isn't in your life, they're coming into your life. But this is going to be a deep soulmate kind of love. That this person is in your life for a reason. But right now you're being guided to have independence. If you're single, that's just, again, embracing your own power and making choices for yourself. If you're already with someone, that doesn't mean you need to break up. But it's just making sure that you haven't lost yourself in this connection, making sure that you still have your own sense of self. Because there's a part of you that has felt a little bit trapped, like your truth, you haven't fully expressed it. You feel like you can't fully express it. You almost feel like your life has been suffocating in some kind of way, like you're just trapped in a little bubble that seems to keep shrinking, but you're about to pop that bubble. And this feeling may go all the way back to your childhood, like that part of you that is stuck in this bubble kind of is your inner child. Like, There's a part of you that is somewhere shoved down that wants out, that wants independence. And it's time for you to reconnect with yourself and your inner child. To show yourself that you can show up for yourself, that you can take care of yourself. You don't need anyone else to take care of you. You are in control of your emotions and you are safe to trust them. And that trust in yourself is going to make you and your inner child feel so at peace. And that independence is leading you to be closer with someone. Like, that independence is what brings you closer with someone. So again, if there's not someone in your life, they're coming into your life. And if there's someone in your life, you're going to be getting closer with them. Or maybe you walk away from something in your love life. That's when a new connection comes in. You've been holding on to how things were. But no matter how tightly you hold on, like, change is happening. And this is good change, but it's still change. And that scares you, but this is going to be worth it. This is going to be incredibly fulfilling. This is a 10 of Cups. Like, you're going to have so much fulfillment in your love life and in your emotional life in general. Like, you are going to be connecting with people who truly see you, who understand you, who support you. And things are going to move fast. For some of you, you may be with someone who you just don't feel like you're aligned anymore. You feel like maybe you're ready for more commitment than they are ready for, or you are ready for something more fulfilling. For some of you, you are dealing with someone who is taking a lot of your energy and you may not even realize how much they are draining you. For some of you, you may be dealing with people who they put themselves first. They're kind of a taker. And this person has probably been, stressing you out more than you even realize. And for those of you that do decide to go in a different direction in your love life, when you do, you are going to have a breath of fresh air. You are going to feel like, I can't believe that I've been carrying that for so long. The part of you that was shoved down is going to fully bloom, fully come out. You are going to feel so independent, so amazing. And there may be times in your love life where you're looking for logical answers or you are trying to rationalize your feelings. Sometimes you just have to listen to your intuition. Like, some things just can't be logically understood. You're going to be connecting to your spiritual side this year. You're going to feel very in tune with yourself and your intuition. And this year you probably are going to be learning more about manifestation, astrology, something along those lines where you're allowing yourself to lean into a more spiritual side. Maybe you've been a very logical person, but this year you are opening up in general. In 2025, you are carving out your own path. You are fully stepping into your power. You are done people pleasing. You're done being a version of you that you had to be for other people. You are deciding who you want to be, where you want to go, how you want to feel, how you want to love, what you want to do in your career, what you want to learn more about. Like, you are reclaiming your power, your emotions, and making choices for yourself this year that set you up for incredible success in your career, in your love life, relationships in general. Like, you are going to have so much stability, long-lasting stability. There are going to be some intense shifts. There are going to be some endings, some big transformations. And when it comes to these big changes happening, you can't stop them. So you can either try to resist and just kind of stress yourself out, or you can go with the flow and see where these changes take you. And they're taking you somewhere incredible. So much fulfillment awaits you. So don't let your fear of change stop you, because wherever you are going to feel amazing. For group 3, this is the year that you believe in magic again. You believe in magic, you believe in yourself, you believe in the universe. Like, you believe that things can actually work out for you and that you can actually manifest things for yourself. Like, you can create amazing things in your life. And this is going to be a lucky year for you. This is going to be a big year for you. And I feel like things are going to work out in weird but good ways for you, because once I paused to prepare for this reading, I got a phone call from the police because my car, which had been stolen over a week ago, was just found right outside of my apartment complex. And so I just went in, got my car released back to me, and my tow truck arrives at, I'm not kidding you, 11:11 p.m. So I feel like, I don't know, your energy is very strong, and it's like good chaos. Like, I feel like a lot of weird things happen in your life, but it's ultimately good. In 2025, you're also really starting to trust your instincts. You get gut feelings, intuitive feelings all of the time, but maybe you don't follow them all the time because you're like, nah, it's a coincidence. But these little things aren't a coincidence. There's actually so much magic working in your life all of the time, and it's not a coincidence at all. And as you start to trust these little gut moments, you're going to find that they take you to really amazing places, and that you're having them for a reason. This year, you are really letting the magic in. You are letting hope in. I feel like you've been through a lot in your life, and it hasn't been easy. And there's plenty of things in your life that would be a very valid reason for you to not trust in magic. And maybe you felt before, like, I see all these other people with this good luck and these good things happening to them, and when is it my turn? This year, it's your turn. And that's because you are opening yourself up to it. You are trusting in it. You are believing in it. In the Santa Claus movie, at some point, I don't remember what the quote is, but it's like, instead of seeing is believing, it's something like believing is seeing. That's not right, but you get the point. You are believing first, and then you are seeing the magic. And you won't have to believe for long. Like, that magic is going to come into your life fast. This is lapis lazuli. I don't know if I just pronounced that right at all, which can represent truth, finding your voice, like connecting to your voice, speaking your truth, like communication. You are connecting to your truth this year. Oh my gosh, my tow truck's here. But anyways, with the timing of that call, as I'm talking about communication, going to be getting communication this year that makes you extremely happy. Like me getting this call, I'm like, my car is found right across the street. Really weird, really good. And I feel like that's what's going to happen to you. You're gonna be like, this is insane that this is happening. This is amazing, but this is just like, what? Like, you're going to be having so many of those moments this year. This is going to be a very lucky year for you, a very powerful year for you. And coming back to those intuitive feelings you're going to be getting, listen to those feelings. And even if you don't believe in them, ask yourself what they're telling you, because they are telling you something. Your emotions in general are very strong, and this year you're going to be having some big emotions. And when you do, you're having them for a reason. Like, they have a message for you. So trust these. And just know that this is the year that you let magic fully in. And you are going to see magic transform your life because of that. When it comes to your career, you are carrying a lot. You're having a lot of stress in general. You might even feel like you're kind of in fight or flight mode, where you are just pushing all of the time to keep up with your life. And it's kind of draining you. It's kind of exhausting. And I feel like you're going to hit the point this year of having to decide, where can I make a change? What can I release? What is not mine to carry? You're going to be making a choice from your heart. So listen to what your heart is telling you. Listen to what your emotions are telling you. They are your compass, and they're going to be telling you a lot about your work situation. When you make these choices from your heart, it's going to heal something. And there is something to heal related to your career, your school, something you're working on, whatever it is you know. And this could even be you. Like, this could be that you are feeling burnt out and you're having to set boundaries and take space for yourself so that you can recover your energy and replenish yourself. This year, when it comes to your career, speak your truth and stick to your truth. Like, truth, big for you this year. You might have people trying to push your boundaries, trying to have you work more hours, or if you're in school, like, people wanting you to do more of the group project. Like, because you are such a light and you have such powerful energy, you're going to have people who kind of want a piece of that energy, who want your help in certain things. And you will have to be mindful of what you can take on, because you can help others, but you can't take on everything for them. Make sure that you're not burdening yourself. I think that this year you're going to be releasing anything that has been burdening you when it comes to your career, school, projects, whatever it is. You are releasing what is not yours to carry. You are also taking the lead in your career. You are having leadership, authority, agency, and you are making things happen. And when it comes to making things happen in your career, you may be taking a conventional route in the sense of, look at people living the life that you desire and what they're doing. Look at people who have a career that you want. See what they're doing, see how they got there, and see if there's anything you can learn from that and apply to yourself. Like, following some sort of tradition, convention is going to help you on your path. You don't have to follow a completely conventional path. Like, maybe what you do is very unconventional. And I feel like a lot of things you do are unconventional. But just know that it's not a bad thing to follow in others' footsteps if they have something to teach you, like if there's something to learn from them. You're going to be doing something in your career that makes your inner child very happy. And whatever it is you're doing, find balance between softness and strength. Like, have moments of rest, and then have moments where you really give it your all. You are going to have courage to go after what you want. And in those moments where you're feeling a little scared, do think of your inner child. Think of the younger you who would look at you right now and be like, I can't believe they're doing that. Like, that's amazing. Connecting to that part of you is going to fuel you and give you the strength to keep going, because that's who you're doing it for. Like, you are that person. They live inside of you. They're always with you. You're just a little older and a little wiser for creating a life that would make that person happy. Though you have been carrying a lot, know that things are going to get better. They're going to get lighter. They're going to get easier. Like, you may have some challenges initially, but these are going to level out. Things are going to get better. You may even have some travel or relocation related to your career, and know that as things get better, they are going to really get better, like fast. Like you are going to gain momentum. Coming all the way back to that follow your instincts, you're gonna have to follow your instincts in your career. There are gonna be times where you have to think fast, and you have to just go with what feels right. Which is also why it's going to be helpful to start listening to those gut feelings, to start getting used to trusting those gut feelings, because there's gonna be times where you kind of have to trust them. Like, you're gonna have to think fast. You're gonna have to just go with things. And they're gonna be good and they're gonna be successful, but they're just gonna be kind of like, okay, I don't have a lot of time to sit on this. Like, what do I truly feel is right for me? And once you feel it, take the leap of faith. You are going to have a leap of faith to take in your career. Like, you are releasing something and going for something as well. Like, you are releasing something in your career that's making space for more. And that doesn't have to mean you're going to like a new job, but you are just taking a risk on something that is going to pay off. You're gonna be ready for this. There's gonna be a cosmic wish in your career. Like, something is going to just work out very wonderfully. And this is related to you leveling up. Maybe it is a promotion, maybe it is a new job, maybe you're going back to school, and you definitely could be going back to school. And just be honest with yourself overall. If something sounds good on paper, but it's not what you want, then it's not what you want. And I feel like there's also gonna be things that you do want, but because you've been afraid of being disappointed, you didn't let yourself actually get excited or truly admit to yourself, yes, I do really want that to happen. But when it comes to your career, be honest with yourself. There are things you want to happen, and that's okay. And accepting that, believing in that, that's gonna help things shift. You do have a cosmic beginning in your career, and being open and honest with yourself and others about how you truly feel about this is going to be key in helping you level up. So in your career this year, you're gonna be releasing something, you are gonna be healing something, you are going to be healing burnout, feeling recharged, ready to go. You are gonna be taking the lead, getting new ideas, and you are gonna be trusting your instincts and taking a leap of faith on something that feels truly right for you. When it comes to love, I feel like it might be a little hard for you to let your walls down. For some reason, the saying, like, you're just a tough cookie to crack comes to mind. So I don't know if someone's ever told you that in your life before, but that's the energy I get. Like, you're a little hard to read sometimes. And I actually feel like that energy even came out in the love section of this reading, because every once in a while that happens where I feel like someone's energy is just so protective that, like, I'll be doing a reading and I'm like, why am I not getting any clear answers? I feel like that's kind of what started out happening, where I can just feel that, like, a little bit of closed off energy. But this is the year that you let others in. You are letting magic in, you are letting hope in, you are letting faith in, you are letting trust in, and you are letting yourself connect with others vulnerably. And not just romantically. You're gonna be connecting with family on a deeper level, friends on a deeper level, just connecting deeper in general with people and being more vulnerable with them. If there's someone in your life already, know that this person has very deep feelings for you. Maybe you doubt that sometimes. No, this person has deep feelings for you. This card says, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So someone really, really cares about you a lot. And if this person isn't in your life, there is a connection coming into your life that is going to be so deep, like so deep. There's also deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. I feel like this energy kind of applies to your life as a whole this year. Do what feels right. You already know. These little gut feelings you're getting, you already know what to do. In every area of your life, like, you feel in your heart what you're supposed to do. And this is the year that you trust that, including in love. And when it comes to love, you're gonna have choices to make. And when you make those choices, make them from your heart. Don't make them from a place of fear. Don't make choices from a place of, well, I don't want to get disappointed, so I'm not even going to try this out. Also take some time to see how you are feeling when it comes to love. If you do feel that you have walls up, and maybe you don't have walls up, but there's just something going on, something that needs your attention. This card says, look within yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. What is this way? Like, what are you feeling in your love life? Or your relationship to love, or your idea of love. And in general, you are loved. Sometimes you may doubt that. Sometimes you may not feel it entirely, but just know that you are loved. I also pulled, I love you, and treasure your loved ones. So there's gonna be a lot of love in your life this year. Again, not just romantic. You are going to have romantic love, platonic love, family love. Like, there's just going to self-love. There's going to be so much love in your life. You are really gonna be letting others in. There's also ask for help, slow down, rest and relaxation, and there's more going on than meets the eye. So don't be afraid to be vulnerable with others. There are people in your life who want to help you, but you just have to let them know that you need help. And know that being vulnerable doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong, because being closed off is so much easier than being vulnerable. Being vulnerable is hard. Like, that takes serious strength. And that's the kind of strength you are channeling this year. Courage, vulnerability, deep connection, trust. And maybe when it comes to love, your wheels are always turning, like there's a lot on your mind. If you need to just kind of slow down and kind of reset, that's okay. Like, sometimes you just need a break. If you are in a specific connection and that person has been a little withdrawn, don't interpret that as they don't care, because this person does care. They care a lot. They love you a lot. And there may be more than meets the eye on what's going on with this person. They may have a lot more going on than you may realize. And if you are in a relationship right now, there isn't a rush to get into a relationship with the first person you date. Like, I think you're gonna have options this year. You are going to have the opportunities to build very deep relationships. Like, the kind of love you're building with someone, this is very deep love. And it's going to feel right. Like, you're just gonna know when it's the person. You have very strong gut feelings. I also pulled be in the present and dream of the future, which I see as be present, be here, but at the same time, have an idea of what you do want for the future. And allow yourself to daydream, allow yourself to visualize what you want, the relationship you want. But for some reason, I feel like there is a deeper meaning that you will get from this card. It also says when we dream, everything is possible. I don't know why, I just feel like there is something specific for you in this that I'm not getting. But it's something that your guides know that you will get. So if you aren't in a relationship right now, and you are kind of dating and having options, do use your discernment. Just because you are being vulnerable with others doesn't mean that you shouldn't have boundaries, because you should have boundaries. And you should only proceed with people who feel truly right to you in your gut, because I feel like there is a potential that you will encounter people along the way who aren't really who they say they are, or maybe they're just not the best people. So trust yourself in love. Some relationships will feel very right to you, and some will have a little edge, like something just feels a little bit off. And that feeling you are having for a reason. Like there just is something a little bit off with that person, that maybe things just aren't aligned, but one relationship is going to be very aligned, very right, and very loving. That is going to be the person that you let in, and you're going to be overcoming a lot of fears this year in love. So maybe there are certain things that would kind of trigger you, like maybe you would get insecurities or doubts or jealousies, like something just popping up that would kind of overwhelm you. And so it's like, it's almost better to not date at all, because when you're dating, you are getting so affected and you don't like that feeling. But this year you are addressing those and you are letting go of those. But you're also going to be connecting with someone who you're not triggered by them, because they're not going to do anything that makes you feel insecure or jealous. This is the kind of person that when you're together, you are both able to surrender, to let go. Both of you will let your guards down, because you both will know that you are safe with each other. You can trust each other. And this is the kind of love that is helping you grow, that is helping you heal. This is the kind of love that is allowing you to believe in love again. And this year in love, you're going to have the opportunity for deepening commitment. This year is when you hit the point of being ready. You are ready for more. You are ready for commitment. And you are allowing yourself to dream about it, to think about it. You are allowing yourself to entertain the idea of this, like to think, okay, let's say I do move forward with this person. Let's say we do enter a deeper commitment. What does that look like? What does that feel like? You are letting yourself dream again. So this year you are deciding you're ready for commitment or deeper commitment. You're going to be open to planting seeds of commitment with someone else, and someone is going to have an offer of commitment for you. This offer is like a seed that you will be planting that will grow deep roots and that can grow into something very powerful, something very amazing. There is going to be so much growth in your love life, so much healing, so much hope. So overall, 2025 is the year that you believe in magic again. You believe in yourself, you believe in love, you believe in your potential, you believe in your power. And this is also the year that that belief is reflected back to you. Things are going to work out for you this year. They are going to work out in weird but wonderful ways. You are going to have a lot of luck and a lot of reasons to celebrate. And even though you might be confused sometimes because you're like, how is this even happening? You are going to be so happy. Allow yourself to be happy. Allow yourself to truly be happy without the feeling of, but if I allow myself to just really feel this, what if it goes away? And then I feel disappointed, I feel sad, I feel hurt. Allow yourself to feel all those vulnerable emotions, all the hope, all the excitement. It's going to be worth it. And it's not going to disappoint you. You are not going to be disappointed by this year.